This week on In the Crosshairs Hunting, we're going to be headed to Central Michigan to chase pheasants with our Oneida. But Brandon, Scott, my dad, and Ashley are also going to be there to help run camera and give us a little backup with shotguns. Sit back and relax. The show starts right now. What a stud. Why do we only shoot victory arrows? Here's a little taste why. With blazing fast speeds and penetration second to none, when you've tried all the rest, but you simply want the best, there's only one arrow choice for us. Victory arrow. Victory, that's Victory Archery. We trust our shots to victory, and so can you. Taxidermy work for In the Crosshairs has been provided by Scott Keatsman of Linwood Taxidermy. Stop in and find out how Scott can keep your memory alive, one trophy at a time. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this week's In the Crosshairs Hunting. I'm Stacy Skaggs, and as always, we've got another fantastic show coming up today. This week, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Never tried this before, and I've always wanted to. We're going to be chasing pheasants right here in our home state of Michigan with our Oneida bows. But we also have a little bit of backup. Ashley, my dad, Scott Keatsman, and Brandon Trowbridge are coming along with us as backup to help run camera and get a few birds. Let's head to Midland. Let's meet up with Gary as we're going to start this amazing pheasant hunt. Well, hey guys and gals, here we are today at, I'm not even going to butcher the name. I'm going to let Gary, the owner, introduce it.
Pheasantjäger, which is German for pheasant hunter.
There you go. See, I would have just destroyed that. We are going to try to shoot some pheasants with the Lumen Arrow and the Luminox, Flu and the bird heads, but we have some backup too. Brandon, Scott, Ashley, my dad, they've got shotguns. Jeremy and I are going to be flinging some arrows, and we're going to head out there and try to get some pheasants and some chuckers.
Yep.
A few chuckers out there.
Yep.
Now, it's not exactly the ideal day, is it?
No, it's not. A little windy, a little snowy, a little cold.
But it should make it fun shooting these in the air.
I think I'm interested to see how you guys do it.
You were interested, so am I. But I'll tell you what, guys. We are going to get out there. We're going to start chasing some birds. We'll be right back right after this. Well, guys, here we are. We are out in the field. As you can tell, it is cold. It is blowing, but we are going to give it our best. Jeremy and I got our bows ready. I'm going to grab my bow out of our Lakewood case here. The great thing about Lakewood, you can pull your bow out with the quiver already attached to it. Gotta thank Steve and all the guys at Lakewood for a great case right there, boys and girls. You ready, buddy?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go get some birds.
Am I shooting if you miss?
Don't move! Someone's gonna shoot. Right here, right in front of him. Whoa! Somebody! Nobody even came close to that bird. We watched that bird fly off and land down in the distance, and we were like, all right, let's go try to find another one. I'm sure there's got to be more birds out here, which we knew there was, and it didn't take very long before the dogs had another bird. But this bird, instead of holding and flushing, took off running. So Scott and I were running. Ashley is right behind me with the camera. Finally, the bird flushes. I come to full draw, and if I would have let it go, I would have clearly hit Scott right in the head. So I had to back off and let Scott take the bird. Whoa, right there, up front of you, going up. Let's go. got Scott's bird into the back of someone's vest. And now we're working our way into another field, and this is where the hunt just went completely crazy. They did not put out one chucker for us on this hunt, and we were jumping chuckers all over the place that were still there from leftover hunts. And that's the great thing about hunting here. Let's say you buy X amount of birds, there's still going to be birds left over from other hunts. So you may pay for, let's say, 5 birds or 10 birds, and you may end up shooting 15 or 16 because there's other birds out there. Just like, for example, today. There was no chuckers out there. They did not set one, but we had chuckers all over the place. And all of a sudden, there was a dog pointing here, someone's blasting a bird here, pheasants are flying here, and all of a sudden Scott was running a camera and said, "Jeremy, right at your feet!"
Busting out of here. Right here. Hey, back here, right here.
Whoa, got a bird over here too, Jeff.
He's right here.
Somebody take bird.
Hold on, Skaggs. There's 2 dogs down there. I see the bird.
I got bird up, dog on point.
Get in there, Jeremy.
Bird's right.
Right there! At your feet, Jeremy! At your feet!
And I mean, this is for sure a dead bird, right? Well, watch this.
Oh, get him!
Watch out!
I was right in front of him.
Find the pheasant.
Never missed.
We got that one.
And you can hear in the background, there's gunshots, and you can see the feathers floating through the sky. There was just birds flying in every direction. And all of a sudden you hear him, Jim's yelling, "We got a dog on point, we got a dog on point." Dad takes off running. They want me to shoot one still with my bow, so I'm trying to catch up with Dad. And this is about as close to dying as a pheasant came that morning with a bow.
We got a bird. We got a
Whoa,
good point right there.
Got a point right here. Hold on. Hold on, Dad. Get a bow up there. Whoa.
Wait, Dad.
Whoa. Whoa. Bow ready.
I'm on it.
Whoa. You got a camera?
We got a camera.
Whoa. You're right. Whoa.
All right, we got that.
Let's slow it down just a little bit. If you watch my arrow, I think I went right between the legs of this pheasant, but it's a good thing Dad was there as my backup. So we got another rooster down, and now we're going after some more.
Here. I don't know where it's at.
Did you get it?
Hey.
Sorry.
Oh, here.
I couldn't keep up with Charlie. It was like in a race to go. I don't know where he was going.
Casey, let me get you in the camera. Okay.
Hold. What is it? I don't know. I can't see it. Oh, get him.
Shoot him, Ashley. Get him again.
Go back. Go back.
She misses. I miss. The bird sails off into the neighbor's field. That bird's gone. We know that bird's not coming back. We were close. So I actually said, okay, you know what? Here. Give me the camera, you take the 20 gauge, the next bird is yours. Kill a bird, because I was getting pretty hungry. I have not killed anything yet, and everybody else is killing birds. So I was like, all right, give me the 20 gauge, I'm gonna knock at least one bird down.
Ashley, you got these on
Yeah,
point?
got it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Ready, Stace.
No, don't move. Don't move. Right here. Hey!
Not at me.
So there, I can honestly say I killed my first pheasant of the day. I'm happy. Take the shotgun, I want my Oneida back. It's time to start flinging some arrows. But we're gonna get into more pheasant and chucker action when we come back from this quick commercial break. Don't you guys go nowhere. The shot of the century is coming up. I'm just gonna tell you, it's coming up soon. Don't go nowhere, we'll be right back.
Why do we only use Bojacks on our equipment?
In every independent sound and vibration test, Bojacks always wins.
The best limb dampeners work by touching the bow limbs to dampen vibrations.
Bojacks is the best designed dampening system. Team Bojacks.
What team are you on?
Set your sights on Shooters, Northern Michigan's premier archery pro shop, carrying bows from top manufacturers like Bowtech, Prime, Quest, 10-point, Striker, and more. With prices starting at $300, we have the bow to fit your budget. At Shooters, we also service, set up, and tune your current equipment. Schedule a lesson or sharpen your skills on any one of our 3 archery ranges. It's all indoors, so the weather's always right for archery. At Shooters Indoor Gun and Archery Range, just west of Menards on US 31, Traverse City.
This week's show has also been brought to you by Out the Door Rent to Own. Whether you're in need of furniture, electronics, or appliances, stop in and see Kevin for all the great deals. Out the Door Rent to Own, located on North Mitchell Street, Cadillac. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the show. Like I said before the break, you're about to see the shot of the century coming up by yours truly. But first, we're pretty cold. I'm not gonna lie to you. The wind was horrible. The weather was terrible. We were having an absolute blast, but we needed to get inside and we needed to warm up. So they said, hey, let's all pack up. Let's head back to the trucks. Let's drive in and get some lunch. Well, on the way in, the dogs all of a sudden were pointing at a bird right by the vehicles. Might have been one of the ones that we jumped and we didn't hit it and it circled around. Well, Scott said, give me your bow. I'm gonna shoot it with my Oneida. Okay, go ahead and try. Brandon, go up there and back him up.
Watch that dog right here, side. Dog. Where's the dog? On the other side. You guys shoot
So that bird's dead. We're gonna head back, do a quick little interview, and we're gonna have some lunch and finally warm up. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it is absolutely terrible out today. We didn't do bad this morning. We knocked out some pheasants. We got some chuckers. This one, I guess that one's still alive. That's okay. I can kill that one pretty easy. But I'll tell you what, we're gonna grab a quick bite of lunch. We're gonna warm up. We're gonna get these birds inside, and we're gonna try to head at it again this afternoon. I hope you guys can hear me. Right there is the place to go here in Central Michigan. Amazing place, great facility, and a lot of birds. We'll be right back. Woo! And one of the things that I loved the most about this place was just the camaraderie and the friendship and how nice these folks really were. It is a family-run business, and it is so friendly, and they are so nice. They've got burgers and brats and sandwiches and chili and desserts and refreshments. They've got it all right there. And it's really nice to get in from that cold weather, to take a break, to warm up, to laugh at some of the misses that we made, actually taking a dive into the snowbank, and just get warmed up and get ready for the second part of the hunt. And wouldn't you know it, we weren't 5 minutes into the walk and boom, dogs had a bird on point. And as you can clearly tell, we started the second part of the hunt just like the first. Everybody missing the bird. And that's, I guess we had to get the jitters out once again. So we're walking along and the dogs find another bird. And they're like, all right, the rooster's right here, blah, 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 get all in position. Jeremy's cocked, I'm ready to go. We're walking up.
Get out of the way!
If you watch this in slow motion, Jeremy and I are both at full draw. I let my arrow go just a split second faster, whacks the bird, knocks it down. Well, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but Jeremy and I think we hit the same bird at the same time, but that is our first rooster with the Oneida in the Luminox. That was awesome. We only been back from lunch for 20 minutes and we've already got 2 or 3 birds, and we're gonna put some more in the bag. The weather is absolutely awesome. If we were up in the Yukon hunting muskox, it'd be great. So beautiful pheasant, but we're gonna get some more. Now, one thing that kept happening to me is that the dogs would get a bird on point and they would be out in the field or they'd be in the open, and I'd be at full draw ready to let the arrow go, but I'd have a dog in the way. And when you go to something like this, those dogs are these people's kids. I mean, they take care, they have money invested, they have a lot of time into these dogs, and they do not want you in any way, shape, or form flinging an arrow, shooting a shotgun over their head. There's rules. Most of the time when a bird flies, they want to see horizon, skyline in the background, because those dogs can jump 4 or 5 feet up in the air, snatch a bird. You got to let them birds get up. And there's also, you don't shoot while they're on the ground. You just do not shoot. And I wanted this bird to get up, and the dogs were in the way, and I was not about to risk it. So finally, when the bird did fly, I just stepped out of the way, let Scott shoot it, because I'm not going to take a chance and wound one of their dogs.
Come on, ponytail. Oh, whoa. Better shoot. Hold on.
Hold! Get with it!
Get up there, Stace.
I got the dogs in my way.
Yeah, the dogs are right this way. You can't. Good job, Scott.
Just too far.
I know you can't shoot the button. Get ready. Keep wheeling them around. Good job, Brandon.
Shot, Brandon.
Here it comes. Go down there and shoot him. Did you miss, Jeremy?
I never miss.
I think he missed. Maybe that was Stacy that shot.
Dog.
Don't shoot me.
Somebody!
Okay. Oh, I got that. I had to duck down on that one.
I know. I hit the... So again, I think Brandon covered us his back up, or maybe Scott did, knocked the bird down. So with that was like our 16th or our 17th bird. And we had a phenomenal day. Unbelievable. We had a pile of chuckers, a pile of pheasants that we had to get cleaned. Everybody was tired. The dogs were tired. We were cold. We needed to go inside. And when we come back from this week's last commercial break, we're going to sit with Gary. He's going to show us how to clean the birds. He's going to tell us what to bring, what to expect, the season dates. And I have to be honest with you, I've never cleaned a pheasant in my life. So I learned something. So that's going to be this week's segment of From the Bench. But we're going to get into that when we come back from this last commercial break.
Why do we only use Bojacks on our equipment?
In every independent sound and vibration test, Bojacks always wins.
The best limb dampeners work by touching the bow limbs to dampen vibrations.
Bojacks is the best designed dampening system. Team Bojacks.
What team are you on?
This week's show has also been brought to you by Out the Door Rent to Own. Whether you're in need of furniture, electronics, or appliances, stop in and see Kevin for all the great deals. Out the Door Rent to Own, located on North Mitchell Street, Cadillac. Well, hey guys, here we are. We are inside now. We got out of the blizzard that we just hunted in all day. And I'm actually here with Gary, and he's going to run us through how he cleans his pheasants here. And this is going to be your tip of the week, I should say. A lot of people out there don't know how to clean these birds. So I'm going to turn it over to Gary, and he's going to run us through it right here. There you go.
All right, thank you. There's a bunch of different ways to clean birds, but this is the way I do it. My field guide, he does a little bit different. Everybody has their own spin on it. And I like to snip their legs. I just take a regular, just your Chicago cutlery scissors, and snip their legs. I get their wings. Take their neck, snip that off. Now you're just left with the bird. I'll take a little bit of fat right there, lift that up, pull that apart so I can get my fingers in. And I skin it back, stick my finger right in there, pull, maybe. Take their tail feather off. Then right there, snip right there. Pull that back. And I try to clean it up a little bit here. Get all the rest of his innards out of here. And that's basically, besides washing it off and putting it in the Ziploc, we're ready to go.
Ready to rock and roll.
Yep. So there's, you know, numerous ways to do it, but that's how I do it. And probably someone's got a better way, but it works good for me. So.
Now, on these birds, what's the best piece? The breast, or do you cook the whole bird? Or
Well, I mean, a lot of people will just say, hey, I just want the breast. I personally like the legs and thighs. From here down, there's a jillion bones. From here up, not so bad. I really like that part. That part there, some people put in a crock pot, so it's easier to pick apart. But they're just like fish bones almost. And,
so you're the upper thigh.
I like
definitely
the upper.
The breast.
Yep, definitely the breast. So, but yeah, for me, I kind of like the darker part of the meat.
Okay.
But that's just me. You know, I like dark meat chicken.
So everyone likes dark meat.
So yeah, and some people, I mean, if they don't want them like that, we can do that. Butcher's probably looking at me saying, hey, he doesn't know how to cut them up, but for what I'm doing, it works pretty good. And you gotta save room in your Ziploc. You can do it that way too.
Okay.
So yeah,
Very
and then
nice.
we'll just throw them in the sink and clean them up and put them in a Ziploc, and they're good to go.
You're good to go. And see, that's how easy it is to clean a pheasant. You learn something new every day. I just did. So we got a few more birds here to do. We got some chuckers to do. I'm going to actually take the time here, and I'm going to talk to Gary, and I'm going to ask like some questions that probably a lot of you watch this. When do you run your hunts? When do you start? When do you finish? What do you do here?
The preserve season is technically August 15th to April 30th. Realistically for us, I mean, for someone coming in to bring their dogs, a lot of times it's too hot in August. So kind of mainly things get rolling mid to late September. And our ground is low, so when the snow melts, it gets all
flooded.
I mean, it's better duck hunting than it is pheasant hunting.
Okay.
So as soon as the snow melts, we're kind of done.
Right. Now, is it legal to shoot ducks in April? No, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. So, primarily, in your best ones are what, December, January, when the ground's hard, maybe frozen?
Yeah, you know, this year we started in October, end of September through December. We were really busy. It was pretty cool. It's only our third year, and pretty busy. I mean, even after Christmas here, we've been doing good.
Well, that's
also.
good. That's very good. Well, we appreciate you bringing us out here today.
Oops, sorry about your
It's quite okay. We're probably going to get a little bit more bloody here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, guys. This is awesome. Here it is. It's mid-Michigan, and like I've said before, it's in that lull where deer season's done, turkey season isn't quite here, and ice fishing is ice fishing. It can be hot, but mostly it's boring. And this is a great way to get some of your buddies together, get your wives out here, and it's fun. Now you have the dogs.
Yep.
And cleans the bird, they can feed you, everything. It's centrally located.
Oh, very much
couple
so.
hours from Cadillac, and it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. You guys need to get a hold of him. I'll have all of his contact info coming up. You can find you on the web, Facebook, and everybody has Facebook. I mean, I think my mom even might have it. So, I mean, if she has it, we all have it.
Right.
But anyway, guys, get out here, get a hold of Gary, get yourself some pheasants. We're going to get cleaning birds. We will see you next time right here and in the CrossHairs Hunting.